Alright, Hirogaru Sky Pretty Cure episode 36 was another tearjerker episode, and this was an Agaha one. And so, we know that Agaha's dream is to become the best nursery school teacher, and so this is what the episode is about. So in this episode, we have Takeru returning from episode 18, and so he's basically playing with Agiha, the other kids, and all sorts of things. He almost mistakenly revealed that Agiha was the one that defeated the elephant monster in episode 18, which we all know he was there to see her transform into pure butterfly. So yeah, he almost spilled the beans there until the kids corrected him on that, and then Agiha just says move along with it because you can't really tell anyone that that she is a pretty cure now and all that stuff. So it was funny to see that. But as the day goes on, Agiha is happy with the others and all that stuff, and she's gonna be happy tomorrow. But when tomorrow does come, and she goes up to Takeru and says good morning, he still starts to avoid her, which she found confusing until she found out that Takeru is moving. So, oh, that's sad. Yeah, it was sad. But the more that she tried to talk to Takeru and asked him to come and play with her and all that stuff and what we can do to make his day better and all that stuff, he just kept on avoiding her, not really saying anything. And so this kind of started to make Agiha upset, and of course the other cures noticed. But Agiha just brushed off, saying it's okay and like that. And then Tsubasa asked Agiha about why does she want to be the best nursery school teacher, and this gone into an episode in a flashback that explains why did Agiha wanted to become a nursery teacher in the first place. So it basically, after once her parents divorced, and since Agiha was separated from her father and sisters as she went to go live with her mother, she was upset when she was in nursery school because she was alone without them and all that stuff. But then there was one nursery teacher that always came up to her and made her happy. It was because of this nursery school teacher that it gave Agiha the motivation to become a best nursery school teacher, just like that nursery school teacher was. And she always looked it up to that. And we'll get back to that nursery school teacher later because, it's a surprising twist in this episode about that teacher. And so as the episode continues and Agiha tries to get Takeru to come and play and all that stuff, then Tsubasa also shows up because he is worried about Agiha as she stays up all night. Sometimes she'll fall asleep in the living room and when she's done working and talking in her sleep. And Tsubasa knows how much does Agiha really care for the kids at the nursery school when she's around them. She cares about them a lot. And so on the day that she has to go in, which is the last day for Takeru, Tsubasa snuck in her bag, and then he popped out and talked with her about she is the best nursery school teacher and she's really good for those kids, and he wanted to remind her about that, and she thanked him for that. And then he got all blushy and ran off after that, which is pretty cute. I really liked their relationship, just much as Mashio and Sora's relationship is. And so as the episode goes on now, and it starts to rain and all that stuff, Agiha sees Takeru is still hiding under doing a sand tunnel, and he's not going back inside like all the other kids are. So she decides to come up to him, and when he doesn't want to go back inside, and he keeps on being silent, then she starts to dig a tunnel with him. And during this, she talks about, and it's a really good scene, so I can't really do justice about, talking about this scene, but she, understands him that she wants to play more with him and all that stuff. And so they started crying with each other, and and Takeru says that he's never going to forget her, and Agiha promised she won't forget him either. And they'll both, accomplish their dreams as well. And then Scarehead attacks. And so Agiha tells Takeru to help the nursery and help them run away from the battle about to ensue. And Tsubasa, who was watching all this go down, joined Agiha and they transformed into Cure Butterfly and Cure Wing to fight a Kyroborg that Spearhead summons out of a autumn leaf and acorns. They have trouble defeating the Kyroborg, obviously, because it's a stronger Ramborg. And that it's using the acorn missiles to redirect to go over Agiha's butterfly shield. Soon, Sora, Ellie, and Mashio show up and they transform into Cure Sky, Cure Majesty, and Cure Prism to help with the fight. And they are also struggling during this moment. But then, Agiha has an idea, and she puts it into geared use. Also during this scene, when, like, Cure Majesty protects Prism and Ring, Ring said this in his dialogue, saying, "A knight protecting a knight being protected by its princess?" Like, all that stuff. That was pretty funny to see. And so, Agiha, I'm curious Butterfly in this scene, uses Butterfly Press to defeat the Ramborg. I mean, Kyroborg. Yeah, I keep on forgetting the... And once the Kyroborg was defeated, Cure Butterfly looks at Spearhead and tells him to not threaten the kids at the nursery school ever again. He just sits there silently and leaves. As the day ends, the grandmother and mother of Takeru come by to pick him up from the nursery school, and it turns out the nursery school teacher that Agiha knew back when she was a little kid just like Takeru is actually Takeru's grandmother. And she was glad to see Agiha, and Agiha was glad to see her, and Agiha was like saying that she couldn't be like the best nursery school teacher, but the grandmother like reassured her that she can be the best nursery school teacher, and she was glad that Agiha was able to make her grandson Takeru feel happy at the nursery school, and that like they made their promises again. And then it was the next day where Takeru and his family had to move, and while he was on the train, Agiha shows up in her car, like when the train leaves and goes onto the bridge, and she takes out the mixing palette and uses wonderful power-up to create butterflies to fly around and to give Takeru her farewell as he moves on with his life. And that was a really good ending right there. And so that is my review for episode 36 of Hirogaru Sky Pretty Cure. I really liked this episode a lot. It was heartwarming, and especially like a really good twist to see that Takeru's grandma was actually the grandmother that was with Agiha and cheered her on. So that's really like a good connection there to see. I did not see that coming, so that was a good connection. And so we're going to see another Agaha episode, but it's mixed with Mashio, and it's talking about a tree that they used to be near. So that's going to be a nice, interesting episode, and probably another tearjerker at that. Anyhow, that's my review, and I'll see you next time in my other videos and the next review. Bye.